All right, I'm going to show you our off-grid well setup and the best way to wire it so you're not pulling from your batteries to run your well at nighttime. So here's our well right here. We kind of got everything all over the place. Right there's our well. Over there is the water tank that we fill our well with. That's my decommissioned water tank that's now a shed. But what we don't want to happen is for that tank to demand this well fillet at nighttime so that it pulls from our batteries at night. It's just an unnecessary thing we need to happen because we live off of just solar panels only. Got our solar there, got our batteries here. That'll be all cleaned up later one day, but for now I want to show you this. So this is how you set it up. Right now, what happens in a normal scenario, if you have a tank and you're filling the tank with your well, and then you're running a pressure pump off of the tank to pressurize the water out of the tank, you typically will have a float switch in your tank. And you will have that float switch trigger this relay right here. And this is just going to be a 240 volt relay. So we run 240 volts all the way down and then through the float switch and then back. And so that float switch will complete the circuit or break the circuit. When it's completed, of course, the current can flow and engage this electromagnet and turn it on. And so basically, all we have to do in an off-grid scenario is make sure that when that float switch is demanding power, meaning it's completed the circuit and trying to turn this electromagnet on to turn this contact on, that we only allow it to be able to do that in the daytime. So we need a timer, and that's what we have up here. So basically, instead of just one switch that can break the circuit in the relay, we run it and loop it up through this so that we can break it again. So it has 2 points where it breaks. Based on the time of day, this will open the circuit up. And based on the level of the water in that tank over there, that switch will open it up. If this is closed and this is allowing it because it's the right time of day, it will complete the circuit, open our relay, or engage our electromagnet here and allow current to pass through here. And so that's how you would do this well setup. And these are pretty deep wells here. So we got one. So what you do not want to do is just run all of the current for your motor through this 240 volt circuit through your float switch and then back and then through this timer. And so you do need this. So don't do what I just explained without this. You want this. And so the 240 volt that we want to be engaged through these relays will be off of here. And so this side is just jumped right off of here. And then, so we have this line, which is line 2, is hardwired right there. So that always has power to that line there. This line is the line that we then, line 1, we jump off of the top there, that green wire, and we go up to here, which is the green wire, and then the yellow wire also provides this whole thing power. And so then all we need to do is pull off of line, which jumps over to common 1. So we need normally open 1, which means when this is off, the circuit is open. So we need to pull from this and then run that down, and then that just jumps to the other side of the circuit that runs all the way over there. So that'd be the black wire on this direct barrel Romex that they had done when before we bought this. That just hard wires to that. We have it wire nutted, and it runs on the black wire all the way over there. And then that switch will open or close. And then when it's closed, you know, it comes back on the white wire, comes all the way here. And so both of those switches, if they're closed, power will successfully come back to this, turn this relay on, and our well will get power from here down to there. So hopefully that was a good, simple explanation. It's all pretty simple stuff, electricity. So when you're running these circuits, just think of it like that. It's literally just a loop, and you can break it or connect it in a couple spots. So hope you enjoyed this video. I know it seems like a lot of extra effort just to not pull from your batteries, but certain times of the year, it can be absolutely necessary.